was it 1994? Signed up for high school football, high school freshman football, and that's where I got the name from Coach Jones, J.A. Dudley. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Then when we came to football practice, 2-a-days in the summer heat of Plainfield, New Jersey, it was treacherous. That started to weed out who wanted to be there, who can deal with Plainfield high school football, who really wanted it, who wanted to hit, who wanted to do Nutcracker. That's where two people lay down, helmet to helmet, facing up. You pop up, turn around, bam. Just do that over and over again. For an offensive lineman, you had to go through the chutes. If any of you ever played football or were offensive linemen, you know about the chutes, where it's maybe 4 foot high or something like that. About maybe 3.5, 4 foot high, where you would have to get in your stance, run through full speed through these metal chutes, and if you were too high, bang, you could hear it throughout all the fields every time somebody's helmet hit. And then you were doing all fours. You were racking up yards in all fours. What are all fours? That's you on your hands and toes crawling from end zone to end zone. And that stuck. That got you strong. Every time you messed up, you would hear about it, and you would rack up doing that. If you really started messing up, or if you messed up in school, you would have to do a grand tour. I would have to look up Plainfield High School's facility, where it was 5 tennis courts, football field, 2 baseball fields, another practice football field. Then move, cat. I don't even know you. Random cat just walks up in the middle of my video and staring at me in the face. Where was that? Practice field. Then what was that up there? I can't remember. Then it was the main football field. Then the bleachers and all of that stuff. Then the field house, and that entire property. You had to crawl on your hands and toes, on all fours, because you really messed up. And it was to weed out those that shouldn't be there. Hey, you need to just quit. You can't handle this. You can't play for Plainfield High School football. Like, no, you had to be the best of the best. You couldn't have an ego. You couldn't be thin-skinned. You had to push forward through adversity, no matter what, to become the best, to advance, to get to junior varsity. You had to advance. But it was something strange about that year, 1994, because we took over. We took over junior varsity. We took over varsity. I think later on in the season, I played my first varsity football game for Plainfield High School as a freshman. Straight out the bat, there were freshman quarterbacks at every level. So from freshman to junior varsity to varsity, starting quarterbacks, not just, they were there sitting the bench. And the mindset that Coach Jones and Coach, why can't I think of my other coaches' names? Well, definitely Coach T. He was over everything. Coach Feldon, Coach oh, and I see his face on Facebook all the time. Why can't I? Oh, Coach Butler. That's what it was, Coach Butler. So Coach Butler and Coach Jones were my high school, my freshman high school coaches. Then it was Coach T, Coach Lucky, Coach Feldon, Baby Feldon. What was her name? That was the doctor, the lead medic. I can't remember her name, but she was awesome. She taught me a whole lot about how to wrap my hands up, wrap my ankles up. Her whole athletic squad team, which were all high school kids, just learning, putting in the effort. But one of the things that really got pushed into us, like especially as offensive linemen, you will not get any gratitude for what you do. Maybe you could get eventually earn a scarlet hand, or you could get all you in a game. You could pancake someone, get on a leaderboard for all of these different things where you could advance and end up wearing a scarlet hand out and become a captain of the team. That was always amazing. But when you went and did, when you were an offensive lineman, you had to just grind it out. You were constantly pushing, and you had no time off. Every play you were hitting, every down you were trying to take somebody out. There was no thanks, no recognition. Anytime somebody scored a touchdown, there was no celebration like, oh, thank you, offensive lineman. No, there was none of that. So I held on to that, and I continued that for my entire lifetime. I never accepted like thank yous or gratitude or anything like that. I just pushed forward and did my job. When it came, once I transitioned out of playing football and became a fighter, I kept that same mentality. If I won a fight, this was my face. If I lost a fight, this was my face. I continued on as an offensive lineman where my gratitude and glory was always pushing forward and achieving and just making it there to clash heads with a person time and time again. Then when life started to happen and come around, I would then think about, like, how do I stay focused and not become emotional when it comes to dealing with people? Got to have that offensive lineman mentality and not break, not get emotional about whatever nonsense that they're doing, and just keep pushing forward for what goal you have to accomplish. What is my goal? I have to protect the quarterback so that the other backs and wide receivers, they can advance the ball down the field. Well, we're not playing that game anymore. So how are you going to continue to be an offensive lineman if there's no quarterback? There's always a quarterback. You could be the quarterback and the offensive lineman at the exact same time, pushing forward, protecting what you have and what you need to accomplish to get to that goal. And a lot of times there's not going to be any praise for you. You just have to suck it up, get ready for the next week, put your pads on, and go crack heads. There's nothing really different about that. Like, even now, I have people around me that are trying to motivate other people, and they think that doing rah-rah, sis boom bah type stuff is going to motivate me. But no, I'm already motivated. I know what it is that I have to do. I know what my job is. I know what I need to accomplish. I know what I need to push forward in. I don't know how to accept thanks. My wife gets on me all the time. It's like when people say thank you, don't get weird. Just accept it and say you're welcome. Like, I feel as though it's my job. I don't need to take thanks for what my job is. I just need to figure out how to do it better. Other people, they need that pat on the back. I don't. I was an offensive lineman. I just push, I just go. I make things happen, I make plays happen, and I carry the team on my back because that's what an offensive lineman does. You all should be more like an offensive lineman. You don't need people patting you on the back. Just push forward and do your job. Shalom.